Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we have such an exciting show as we're making a recipe from the beautiful city of Elche, which is in the province of Alicante, where they're famously known for all their parks, but most importantly, for having some of the best rice dishes in all of Spain, like the one that we're making today. We're talking an egg-crusted, baked rice with vegetables. This is known as Arroz con Costra de Verduras. And let me tell you, this rice dish has layer upon layer of so many amazing textures and flavors. It's easy to make, where there's no weird techniques. And the best part, it's all done in a little over 40 minutes. Folks, serve this rice next to a garden salad, a crunchy baguette, and of course a bottle of Spanish wine. You can have yourself a fabulous meal. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. The Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the basic pantry staples you need, such as extra virgin olive oil, which we're going to use in today's recipe, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings, and they even offer classic grilling systems. That way you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there, and make sure you use coupon code ONAFORK during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's just dive right into this. I'm going to add in 2.5 cups of vegetable broth into a saucepan, which is 600 milliliters. Link on how to make my homemade veggie broth in the description box below. We'll also pinch in a 1/4 teaspoon of saffron threads, which is about 1/4 gram, and heat it with a medium heat. At the same time, I'm going to heat an oven-proof paella pan with a medium heat as well. If you don't have an oven-proof paella pan, you can use any type of pan you like here. You just make sure that it's oven-proof. And I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. So important to use the good stuff here is what truly flavors all the ingredients. Leave where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. In the meantime, I'm going to finely chop 1 medium-sized onion, finely chop 1 red and 1 green bell pepper, and roughly chop 4 cloves of garlic. If you prefer, you can chop the vegetables before you heat the pan. Then we'll add in the chopped vegetables into the hot paella pan. And we'll mix them around, that way they're all coated in the olive oil. And as you know, I like to mix this around continuously, that way everything evenly sautés. After about 4 minutes and the vegetables are lightly sauteed, I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of tomato sauce, which is 120 grams. As always, I made mine by finely grating fresh tomatoes, but you can also use canned tomato sauce here, which is similar to passata. And we'll season everything with sea salt and just a kiss of freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together, and then simmer it for a few minutes. In the meantime, let's get the rest of our ingredients ready. I'm going to measure out 1 cup of rice, which is 190 grams. I'm using Spanish round rice, which is the one that's used to make paella, very similar to arborio. Of course, you can use any rice you like here. You just make sure to check the rice package instructions. That way you get your liquid to rice ratios right on the money. And we'll also drain 1 cup of cooked chickpeas into a fine sieve, which is about 170 grams, and rinse the chickpeas under some water. I'm using jarred chickpeas, which is the same thing as the canned ones. Okay, let's move back to the pan. After simmering the tomato sauce between 3 to 4 minutes, and you can see it's slightly thickened, we'll add in the rice and the rinsed chickpeas. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together. Then we'll grab our simmering vegetable broth and gently pour it into the pan. And we'll give it 1 final mix, that way everything's evenly distributed. And we're going to simmer the rice between 8 to 10 minutes on a medium heat without mixing it around. In the meantime, let's get our final ingredient ready. I'm going to crack in 4 eggs into a bowl. Add in 1 tablespoon of chopped parsley, which is 4 grams. And season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And whisk it together until the eggs are well mixed. Okay, let's move back to the rice. After simmering it between 8 to 10 minutes, you can see a lot of that broth has been absorbed, but there's still some liquid left. We'll turn off the heat. Add in the whisked eggs. You want to make sure it evenly spread them around and that they're coating the entire surface. And then we'll add in our pan into a preheated oven, 200 degrees Celsius, which is 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and leave it in there between 8 to 10 minutes or until the eggs are just cooked through. And once again, make sure to use an oven-proof pan here. Once the eggs are just cooked, we'll remove the pan from the oven, and then we'll cover it with a dishcloth and let it sit there for a few minutes. You know, by trapping that steam in there, it's going to ensure that each grain of rice is perfectly cooked through. After a couple minutes, we'll uncover the pan and this is ready to go. Check it out, our egg crusted baked rice with vegetables is done. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in a little over 40 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, arroz con costra de verduras. This looks insanely delicious. Can't wait to try it. Here we go. That's a double right there. I'm telling you, I've had a lot of rice dishes in my life, especially here in Spain. This one right here sits up there with the best of them. It is absolutely delicious. The rice is beautifully cooked. And you have all those vegetables for the lift of goodness, and that crust with the egg, taking this to the next level. Easy to make. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to a garden salad, a crunchy baguette, and a bottle of Spanish red wine, more specifically from the region of Alicante, you can have yourself a fabulous meal. Real quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Kevin Moran, Elaine Engros, and Kelly Lorang. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.